Well, I always wore glasses from when I was at school. I mean, it's amazing. If someone had told me when I sat in the front desk at school with a pair of National Health glasses, with one of the lens falling out every now and again and one of the sides hanging off, that one day I'd become world champion wearing a pair of strange upside down glasses. You just couldn't have wrote a script for a film about that. The reason I finished up with the upside down glasses was I always took my glasses off to play, and I had a fair amount of success, but I had pretty poor eyesight. And then I did get some contact lens in 1979, and I almost won the World Championship, but I couldn't get on with the lens. There were special German lens, and they nearly worked because I beat Steve Davis that year. I beat the great Ray Reardon, who was 6 times champion, but lost out in the final to Terry Griffiths. And I couldn't get on with the lens, so I thought, well, I've got to get some glasses. I can't go back to playing without them, because after I got used to the lens, if I tried to play without any aid, because of the astigmatisms I had, the balls looked like rugby balls. That was the shape of them, so I couldn't pot 2 balls without my glasses or without the lens. So Jack Carnham, who was a professional player and commentated for the BBC, made my upside down glasses by hand. I went and stayed with him in Bracknell, and he hadn't made spectacles for years. He'd made himself a pair, but his family business was also making spectacles. So he got all these old tools out that he hadn't used for 40 years and actually made those pair of glasses by hand. And there was proper glass in them, so they were quite heavy, but they did work. And I would never have been world champion without Jack Carnham making those upside down glasses that people once again still talk about today. They became a gimmick because I think Eddie Charlton, the famous Australian snooker player, Steady Eddie, the first time he seen them, he said, I looked like the front end of a Ford Cortina. I mean, Joe 90 I could cope with, but the front end of a Ford Cortina, I think that was a bit over the top.